Energy. It lights our homes, powers our cars, and runs machineries in factories. It warms and cools our homes and offices, cooks our foods, plays our music, and gives us pictures on television. There are many sources of energy that helps to run the various machines invented by man. Energy is literally everywhere. It's all around us and even inside of us. Our whole universe is made from energy.
Before we start discussing further about sustainable energy, let us rephrase what is energy. Energy is something that a capacity of doing work. This is energy. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, so energy can only be changed into different kind of forms.
With the advent of the Industrial Revolution, the use of energy in the form of fossil fuels began growing as more and more industries were set up. This occurred in stages from the exploitation of coal deposits to the exploitation of oil and natural gas fields. In the past century, it became evident that the consumption of non-renewable sources of energy had caused more environmental damage than any other human activities. Electricity generated from fossil fuels such as coals and crude oil has led to high concentration of harmful gases in the atmosphere. This has led to problems such as ozone depletion and global warming. Vehicular pollution is also a grave problem.
Our main concern is mainly based on our experience with fossil fuel. Okay, fossil fuel, number one, it is not sustainable because whatever which the amount that we have now, we can never be reproduced again because it took billions of years to produce fossil fuel. That's number one. Number two, our main concern is its environmental impact. Especially from the industry, from the transportation sectors. So from there, we feel there is need to focus more on sustainable energy development.
As our climate changes, the risk of injuries, illness, and death from the resulting heat waves, wildfires, intense storms, and flood rises.
Among the impact of relying on conventional energy is that these conventional energy resources, such as fossil fuel, soon or later will be depleted. So it means that these resources will becoming very limited for the future generation, and it will be gone forever.
Due to the problems associated with the use of fossil fuels, alternative sources of energy have become more important and relevant in today's world. These sources, such as the wind and sun, can never be exhausted and are therefore called renewable. Also known as the non-conventional, they cause less emission and are available locally. Their use can significantly reduce chemical, radioactive, and thermal pollution. They are viable sources of clean and limitless energy.
Okay, and another aspect of sustainable energy, we also focus on its impact on the environment. For instance, we try as much as possible to reduce its impact on the environment.
Renewable energy sources include the sun, wind, water, agricultural residue, fuel wood, and animal dung. Fossil fuels are non-renewable sources. Energy generated from the sun is known as solar energy. Geothermal energy is derived from hot dry rocks, magma, hot water springs, natural geysers, and etc. Ocean thermal is energy derived from waves and also from tidal waves. Hydroelectric is the energy derived from water. Biomass, firewood, animal dung, and biodegradable waste from cities and crop residues is a source of energy when it is burned.
So it is important to have a new technology utilizing this renewable energy so that, number one, for emission purposes, to reduce the pollution and also to have a clean energy for the future generation.
Malaysia, with 30 million of citizens, is one of the fastest growing economies in Asia. Under the 8th Malaysia Plan 2001 to 2005, the government of Malaysia changed the 4-fuel policy based on oil, gas, coal and hydropower to the 5-fuel policy with the addition of renewable energy as the 5th source of fuel.
Okay, in local context, I think the government has been promoting the development of sustainable energy from 2 points. One is the looking at the source of energy itself. We try to diversify our energy source. For instance, our automotive industry now is looking into the electric vehicle. The only reason is to reduce our dependence on fossil fuel, and also secondly to reduce wastage. However, the challenge is whenever you want to promote sustainable energy application, the main challenge is basically the investment on infrastructure.
Malaysia is on the right track in becoming a sustainable energy hub within Southeast Asian region.
In line of this, we develop sustainable vehicle in IIM. So if we see about this sustainable vehicle basic concept, we can say that sustainable vehicle, it is called the broad range of the vehicle that designed and developed just for the welfare of the society, for the environment and the climate change or climate impact. So now in order to achieve or develop the sustainable vehicle quite useful, quite potential on the road or to the public, we should need to get the government support, government policy to reduce the tax or to give the tax exempt to the sustainable vehicle user. So this is the way that we can make this it's called the electric vehicle or sustainable vehicle on road.
However, as energy costs increase annually along with depletion of fossil fuels, sustaining a stable development for the nation is proving to be more expensive.
Because our economy has been economy of fossil fuel for decades, and now to migrate from fossil fuel to sustainable energy sources, we must invest.
Awareness surrounding the cost-benefit and environmental impact of energy conservation, energy efficiency, and renewable energy has slowed down. Uptakes of projects amongst corporate sponsors. Renewable energy projects requires risk assessments that are beyond the usual capabilities of financial institutions, resulting in slow financing for the projects and impending growth. Obviously, it is now time for us to take the necessary actions towards ensuring future sustainability for Malaysia.
Okay, that's all for today. So let's work together to love our life, to love our environment, to love our nature, and to love our world. This is because this is not just the energy for today, but the energy for the future.